is the Texas weather discussion video for Tuesday, the 21st of November. I'm Donovan Neal. The forecasts in these videos don't get any easier to make than this, where we consistently have a forecast of cold nights and very pleasant days. But what about the weather for tomorrow, the busiest travel day of the year thus far? Many things to talk about here. Let's take a look at the water vapor satellite view across the continental United States. The trough axis has lifted even more to the northeast, but a cold front came through which left behind some high clouds on the back edge of this thing. Here's a visual satellite view. As the sun goes down, we have a few clouds here and there, but not a widespread overcast. Again, some places only seeing a few clouds, but only a few high clouds, but nothing to suggest a widespread overcast throughout this week. And you can see for the temperatures this evening in the mid 60s in most locations. Just a very comfortable afternoon and evening. Doesn't get any better than this. Across the nation, a new surge of cold Canadian air emerges from the north. That won't reach our area. We stay comfortable for the next 7 to 10 days. Although, early tomorrow morning, some places in North Texas might actually have lows in the mid to low 30s in some spots, where isolated freeze is possible. But again, just know that this won't be a widespread freeze. But early morning lows will be in the mid 30s for tomorrow. Watch warning map, quiet as can be for Thanksgiving week. Amazingly quiet for this time of the year. Pretty much amazing. Go anywhere on this map, amazingly quiet for this time of the year. And amazingly quiet for thunderstorm outlook. No organized severe weather expected tomorrow. We may see some thunder for the Florida Peninsula. Other than that, the CONUS region remains quiet, and pretty much the same thing on day 3, which is Thanksgiving Day. Average rain for the next 7 days for valid through Wednesday of next week. Pretty much nothing for North Texas, and get a little in depth with that. Most of the rain amounts to the east of us are just below 1/100 of an inch for parts of east and southeast Texas near Houston. So North Texas basically remains quiet really for the next week, and perhaps may even the next 10 days. And out in the tropics, nothing new for the next 5 days. Hurricane season ends on November 30th, so you can basically say hurricane season is basically done at this point. So let's go to the model output. This is the GFS. This is the 18Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 12 noon at 500 millibars, about 18 to 20,000 feet off the ground. You can see troughing to the east of us, ridging starting to build to the west, and down here we'll just leave the regular surface map up. North and all of Texas remains pretty dry, and really much of the continental United States remains pretty dry for the busiest travel day of the year. Go anywhere on this map, pick a location anywhere on this map, and it's pretty dry. Some places like Seattle and Washington and Oregon, and some places like that may experience some heavy rainfall there, and some snowfall possible in parts of New England and parts of New York State. Other than that, most of the continental United States remains quiet and dry for the busiest travel day of the year, Thanksgiving Eve. And on Thanksgiving Day, only real thing to note here is a broad surface low merging into the Florida Peninsula. Other than that, we remain dry with the day starting out in the low 40s, but with a high ending up in the mid 60s for us. Very sunny throughout these next 7 days. And on Black Friday, pretty much the same thing. No need to derail from a very consistent forecast. Cool nights and comfortable days. And also great for high school playoff games for football. And on Black Friday as well. Pretty much the same thing on Saturday and Sunday for the weekend. Saturday, we start out in the mid 40s and end up in the low 70s. And the same thing on Sunday. We remain in a dry air mass. Here's Monday of next week. Pretty much the same thing. We still remain in the dry air mass, high in the low 70s. Here's a week from today. Tuesday, the 28th of November. A little bit of troughing in the west. Heights are about where they should be for us, and that's another dry air mass. Here's 10 days out. This is the end of the forecast period on Friday, the first day of December. We have troughing in the east, and that continues to be a dry look for us. But for the numbers for the rest of this month, going into early December, we pretty much average a temperature to about the low 60s. We stick with very pleasant, comfortable weather, with highs averaging in the 60s. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll have more notes in the blog. The next video here should be posted at around 3 p.m. in the afternoon tomorrow. And if you can, catch your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening and night, and Godspeed.